Hey everybody, this is Grace. This video I'm going to talk about something that I'm forewarning. It's rather gross to me, disturbing all around. And it's about these delivery gig workers. Some of them. None of this is all of them. Like they all don't do this. None of them. It's not an all or nothing thing. But some of them do. And these are the ones that make videos and put them up. Not all of them. Remember. And now we all do things that we do, we're not totally aware that we're doing. But when you're handling other people's belongings, what they paid for, it belongs to them. And you are a delivery person for that. You need to think about that other person on the other side. The person who you're delivering to. Okay? And it's not all about you. This is something they purchased. You're doing a job. Okay, like I said, gross, disturbing, all around. Now, I watch these videos from different people. I've looked around, I've done plenty of videos about some of the things they say that truly bother me, and some of them, remember. And it just shows that they have this high sense of entitlement. It's all about them. It's all about making money. They'll do whatever they have to, whether it's to go against even their contract. And whatever it takes to make the money. Well, there's something that's I haven't mentioned, I don't think. Well, I think I did in one video, but I'm not sure which channel I put that on. But they do this thing. I've seen some, remember, some do. And I'll start off with this one. Think of, somebody is showing that they're delivering for this. All of them that were doing this that I can recall were doing it for one particular delivery service. Or two. And, two of the big ones. And one of them, I've seen do a lot of things that I find just disturbing, especially, and I'm going to say especially, which it should never happen in any time. But during a pandemic, that's really... Okay, and I also want to mention, if you hear something that sounds like water dripping, I don't know what it is. When I come out here, I hear it too. So, I don't know what it is. But anyway, so I'm watching these videos, and Adam and I, we used to get things delivered, especially in 2020 when they were talking about all this, and when it all started to break. And after he got his shots in the arm in April, he would go and pick them up. And sometimes we picked them up before then, too. But most often we had them delivered. Our groceries, whatever it was delivered that we needed. Okay, and we tried the fast food, but we were totally disappointed with two of them. We only tried two of them, totally disappointed. Said we would never use that service again, and we didn't. Okay, we would go through drive-through if we wanted something. But this thing, since we've recently, with the new variant, the Delta variant, we've been thinking, we need to go back to having our stuff delivered. And we have leave it door. We don't see them, they don't see us, and all that. And I wash everything that I can without destroying it or hurting it in any way. And I am very careful, wash my hands and stuff. Very hygienic I am. Okay. But the people that I'm going to talk about, they're not hygienic. Okay, and this is the gross, disgusting part. Is when I have seen them on camera. They show what they're delivering for, and on camera, as they're going to do these and coming back from these, and during the while, some of them, different ones for each one, they're doing some of these gross things. Like one of them is their index finger and their thumb. Okay, they put them on their nostrils. No tissue paper, nothing but their fingers on their nostrils, and shake their nose around. And they have an itch on the nose. But they're in the process of delivering. Okay, they're either driving there or going to pick up, and they do this. Okay, how about sticking their pinky in their ear and just rolling it all around inside the ear? This is very gross and disgusting. During a pandemic, these are just gross and disgusting. And possibly, okay, I'm not a healthcare professional, but anyway, that's not all. Really, they show themselves, they have that camera on themselves, you know, and they show their really oily hair, and they run their hands through their hair, okay? Or one of them totally gross, I mean, all these grossed me out, was to wipe her sweat off of her face with her bare hand during deliveries. Now, I don't know who taught these people, but there's more also. Like having the bag, being, you know, in the passenger seat, having the bag in their lap and coughing into their hand, which was kind of separated quite a bit, not all the way up, and coughing over that person's delivery meal, the bag. Or just coughing into their hand. No tissue paper is used in any of these examples. Even with the tissue paper, it's a bit gross. Now, you can only imagine what else. Yeah. But where is your brain? And it never shows them, okay, coughing over something, you're not going to be cleaning the bag? But it never shows them washing their hands before and during, you know, after. You know, we'll show them that they wash their hands. Some of them wash their hands with that antibacterial soap after they're taking care of themselves, after they've done the delivery. But I have not seen them wash their hands after sticking their hands, the finger in their ear or on their noses or coughing into their hands. These kinds of things. Oh, and wiping their eyes and I've already said wiping the sweat off them, or washing, you know, wiping their eyes. And it's just not that the finger and thumb, you know, index finger and the thumb on their nose, but they'll also just, you know, rub it vigorously, you know. Woo. Gross. This is so disgusting. And it really, I told Adam this morning after watching some yesterday, saying, we got to rethink this somehow. Now, I want to make more. Now, I don't know about you, but I feel sorry for the people who got those deliveries. It's so gross, you know, just gross, disgusting. And I can feel empathy. I'm not narcissistic, or there's other than narcissistic, but I can feel empathy. You know, I put myself in somebody else's shoes that's getting that. Delivered by that person who's done that. You know, different people. Gross. Now, I have watched enough of these videos. I watch mine on TV, so I don't see the comments, you know, that people leave. And I have gone and checked some of the comments, and I have actually left comments, gone to my cell phone and left comments on some of them. And if anything I have said that seemed like, you know, or anything I've heard, some of them that do videos, they talk about some people who've left comments that are negative, and they will just badmouth that person. They badmouth these ones, some of these, talk bad about the company that they're working for, and for the customers. And they talk not for the, yeah, well, they do work for the customers. They just talk bad about them. And if anybody counters it and says, well, your mentality is wrong, and the way you're looking at it is not right, oh, they will get on video and they will bash that person. You'll say how bad that person is. And some of them are so, one of them especially is, to me, is not a diagnosis, but is very, very, oh my goodness. It's just, okay, sorry about that. I'd start again. But very passive aggressive. So, But these are some that put themselves out like they're experts on everything. And some of them, all they do is, some of them, they spend video after video talking bad about the, like I just said, the customers and the corporations they work for. And they say what they think that the the service they're working for is thinking and doing, and it's all this paranoia stuff. They're all out to get us, this conspiracy theory crap. And on top of that, they have these little chants, these mantras, these they just pick, each one of them does, no tip, no trip, decline now. God, it's like, I have seen some of them copycat one another. I mean, unbelievable. Even their opening intro, the time that they, it might be an odd time, like 45 minutes after whatever hour, or at a certain time, they copycat, they take that same time. Competition, it's all about the money. It's all, and they'll let it know, I'm out here for money. Okay, they combine all these kinds of things together. So this video, if anybody watch it, because it's not about money, so why would they watch it? But these certain types. But I can see I know that it's like a canned response, a scripted one, and it's, if you don't like it, don't watch it. Oh my goodness, they're not feeling empathy. They're not saying, well, hold on a minute, she's right, that's gross. I wouldn't want the delivery person doing that. If I ordered out there, why would anybody, why shouldn't she complain about that? No, they're not going to do that. They're not going to put themselves in my shoes or all these other people's shoes. It's going to be, if you don't like it, don't watch it. And then there's another one I've seen consistently, and that is not to me, but consistently is get off your lazy ass and go get them yourself. Then they're not going to feel empathy. They're not going to say, like I just said, that's gross and disgusting, and ooh, I wouldn't want that, so she's right. That's what, you just get off your lazy ass and go do it yourself. Maybe some of us aren't lazy. That whole thing of making assumptions, really now? Some of us aren't lazy. Some of us have health conditions, and that's why we do this. And some of us don't want what you have. Some of them aren't wearing masks. You're working for a service. That customer doesn't want what you have. We humans have been pretty damn stupid up to this point of not wearing masks, not socially distancing. This is not a flu. What we're going through now, this pandemic, it's not a flu. COVID is not a flu, but flus kill too. And many people during flu season, except for this one because we were wearing masks and social distancing, many of us, those of us with brains and care about others, it was so little people affected, got the flu. We humans have been stupid. Now that we know, now that we've seen the light, we're going to go back to darkness? No. Some of us won't. But it's kind of scary knowing that some of the people out there working are the ones who don't care about anybody but themselves and making that money. The love of money. Anyway, I'm sure there's more to it, and maybe I'll mention it in another video somewhere down the line. But my goodness, gross people. Are they not training these people well enough to understand how you handle food, groceries, other people's items? You don't do stuff like that. And what is it about the tissue paper? Does it cost too much? They're all about the money, and the one little sheet of tissue paper must be out there so expensive. BS. Even that, like I said, even then, can you not think about what you can do to help prevent spreading something? What you should do with other people's property? It's their property. They've already paid for it. Really now.